Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are back today with an exciting video on Mockingbird's release, as well as her event that is going to be going live at Reset today. So, having said that, this is also one of the last events of the month here to wrap things up here for adding to the monthly event, obviously for more shards of the Secret Defenders and wrapping up the rest of that month-long event. So, having said that, I'm sure you guys may have seen this already, but if you check the milestones, this event is available right now in the preview setting, so you can get a high-level overview. More specifically, we hit I for the additional details. This event specifically is going to be needing us to be partaking in battling the war battles. As you can see, this is going to give us bonuses for utilizing new Avengers, the spending of mystical energies that are actually going to be found on each campaign node. So it's going to be kind of similar to a store format, I imagine, where we do use this energy up, and then that's going to translate the points that's going to get added to the milestone. And then last but not least, the mystical energies are also added as well by completing the daily web store milestone. So make sure you guys are doing all these in tandem, as that's going to be adding to the unlock here and to obviously maximize shards of Mockingbird. So if we hit preview, we can actually see how this milestone looks already. More specifically though, if you hit scoring, you can see the breakdown specifically for each of the ways that we want to battle and get points here. So you can see the winning or losing of the war battle is going to be 4,000. Any new Avengers utilized is going to max out at 25, but 5,000 apiece. So essentially, you just got to use, use them 5 times essentially for a war, and then you're going to be getting that easy 25. So those two are really, really good to get. Tigra, if you actually have her unlocked at 5 stars or 7, that's going to be adding a very sizable and significant portion of points. So rewarding those that already paid to unlock her, but for the free-to-play community, a lot of folks likely won't have that available. So lastly, that spending of the mystical energy is 2 points apiece. So pretty simple event overall. So how does that look like in the points, and where do we want to be aiming for in terms of the milestones? So first and foremost, guys, I want to point out that milestone 8 here with the additional 15 shards of Mockingbird, this is essentially, a very, very free to play hit milestone here. So this is the unlock here. Fortunately, Mockingbird, she's only 45 shards. So by simply hitting milestone 8, it's a super easy unlock. But there's going to be tons and tons of materials, as you can see here. So really the big question is, how far can we go free to play in terms of, utilizing the spending of the mystical energy milestones and what we can capitalize from the web store milestone. So Harry, you can see we kind of summarize all the points in total, what you're going to be getting from each aspect of the breakdown, the limits that you can get, as well as what's free to play friendly on the very far right, so you can see what's truly feasible for us going through it. So as you can see, the 96,000 points coming from just the winning of war or losing as well. So make sure you guys aren't backing out of the battle. If you're going to lose, make sure you take the L. You can see it's only 24 war battles over the span of a week, which is super, super easy to hit. Just make sure you guys are doing the battles. Even if it's losing, it's going to add points, right? Any of the wars with new Avengers, make sure you're using at least 5 characters in total over that week. That's going to give you the easy 25. So as you can see, just those two alone are going to easily get you the unlock or Mockingbird. Now remains the question to be, how far do you want to go in terms of the milestones, right? Mystical energy. The last time we saw an event like this, it was about 8-to-1 conversion. So I just wanted to be conservative in my analysis here in terms of the points. So we just rounded it to 100,000 with a 7-to-1. That's also assuming you are doing the 4 50 core refreshes that you're doing for additional campaign energy, amounting to about 1,100 per day if you're able to claim all the free stuff along the way. So that's going to get you about 100,000 points. And then lastly, the web store milestone needing about 10 raid battles per day, giving us 49,000 in total, as that's going to be also translated. So in total, we're going to be expecting to hit about 270,000 points. And as I mentioned earlier, milestone 8 down here in the blue is 61,000 points unlocked for Mockingbird. So super, super easy. We're going to easily go through and eclipse that. Milestone 14 is where the monthly event is going to be, the item is going to be slotted in. So you want to be aiming for this as a preliminary benchmark, because that's going to be adding obviously to the total of the month-long event. And then last but not least, milestone 17, in my honest opinion, is essentially the final milestone of the shards for Mockingbird, as well as where pretty much where the free-to-play players are likely going to cap out at, unless you go harder in terms of coring and other aspects in terms of getting more of the mystical energies and so forth, or you have Tigra, right? So how does this look in the milestone event here? As you can see, the 277,000 mark is where the last 35 shards are, right? And it's a pretty sizable portion. It also has like some pretty nice augmented shield tech gear, obviously gear tier 18 and Dark Dimension 6 material. So I think it's a really good target. It means that you may have to core a little bit more to get more of those energies and obviously get to that 277 mark. But at that point, you'll know if you're consistent and you've been following kind of the consistent energy per day and making sure that you're hitting all the war battles and raids, you're going to get to this point by the end of the week, and you'll be able to gauge that additional top up needed. But I think it's a really good opportunity, guys. There's so much good stuff here in between. Like, I mean, this is the month-long event that I was mentioning on Milestone 14, right? The Avengers contract that's going to add. But even after that, I mean, remote access codes are really needed for bringing up characters to Dark Dimension 6. In addition, 20 shards here, and then again that 35 shard mark. So Milestone 17, I think, is realistically how far we can go. Beyond that is going to be additional coring. So 18, 19, 20, I think is out of reach for free-to-play players unless you guys have a massive pool of power cores. But to be quite honest, it's pretty good already. Like, all the materials up until this point anyways is really good for us to claim. And yeah, I think as of late the events have been super friendly for free to play if you're able to grind and go through it, especially what we saw with the Blitz event that went live with the 7 red Magneto and even getting those 30 shards of Miss Marvel Hard Light. Super duper awesome. So yeah, there you guys have it. That's what I'm gonna be aiming for. These 35 shards are super reasonable, as well as making sure that you're going through the war battles, the raids, and we should be able to get that with 1100 energy per day consistently, and then making sure that you guys are you know, capitalizing on any of the new Avengers in War as well. So hope this helps you guys navigate the waters here, capitalize on as much points as you can for this event. That's one of the final ones to wrap this month. So thank you as always. Do appreciate your guys' support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.